Welcome to the channel, dear aspirants. Today's question is the correct statement or statements about the compound given below is or are. That means we have to select one or more right options. See the options. Option A is the compound is optically active. Option B is the compound possesses center of symmetry. Option C is the compound possesses plane of symmetry, and the option D is the compound possesses axis of symmetry. Now see the solution. To solve this question, we have to convert given wedge and dash formula into Fisher formula. Before converting into Fisher formula on two chiral carbons, here and here we have to assign RS notations by using CIP rules. So to that purpose, I am writing same structure again. I am writing same structure again. On this carbon, Cl is represented with the wedge line, and the hydrogen is represented with the dash lines, and methyl with normal line. Similarly, on another carbon, here Cl is represented with the wedge line, hydrogen with the dash lines, and methyl with normal line. Now we are going to give RS notations to two chiral carbons present in the given formula. Use CIP rules. Cl gets first priority because it has more atomic number. Then in this group, carbon is first atom. Here also carbon is first atom, but second atoms are hydrogens here. But here Cl is second atom with more atomic number. So this group is given second priority, and this group is given third priority. So first priority, second priority, third priority groups are arranged in clockwise direction. Hydrogen is represented with dash lines, means it is kept away from the observer. Actually, to give RS notations, least priority group should be kept away from the observer. That means shown with dash lines. So here hydrogen is shown with dash lines. Hence, for clockwise arrangement of 1, 2, 3 priority groups, we must give R notation. So this carbon has R notation. Similarly, on this carbon, check the priority. Cl is given first priority due to more atomic number. Then this in this group and in this group, first atoms are carbons only, and second atoms are hydrogens here. And on this carbon, second atom is Cl, which has more atomic number. So this group is given second priority. Cl is given first priority. This group is given second priority. Methyl is given third priority. So 1, 2, 3 priority groups are arranged in clockwise direction, and here also are. But because hydrogen is least priority group, which is kept away from the observer, are shown with the dashes lines. So both chiral carbons have R notation only. Keep in the mind before converting this formula into Fisher formula. Now see the conversion into Fisher formula. To convert into Fisher formula, first give numbers to the carbons in principal chain. That means select principal chain by using IUPAC rules. How to select? Give priorities. See, give numberings to the carbons according to IUPAC system. That means select principal chain 1, 2, 3, 4. with 4 carbons, this is the principal chain. Or you may give from this side also. Here 1, here 2, here 3, here 4. Of course, you may give numbering from either side, so you'll get same numbering. Why? Because CLs are at same locations from either sides. So you may give numbering from this side or from this side, no problem. Now, write the carbon chain vertically like this. And chiral carbons are represented as crosses like this. Now arrange groups. On first carbon, methyl is present. Fourth one is also methyl. On second chiral carbon, arrange 2 groups to get same R configuration here also. Here also we must get R configuration. To get R configuration, arrange remaining 2 groups. For example, if I put Cl here, H here, can I get R configuration? See the priorities of the groups. Cl first priority group. This is second priority group. Why? Because in this group, both atoms are, first atoms are carbons only, but in methyl, second atoms are hydrogens, but here Cl will be there, here or here, right? So it gets second priority. So first, second, third. First, second, third priority groups are in anti-clockwise direction. Actually, for anti-clockwise direction, we must give S configuration, but hydrogen is on horizontal line. That means on Fisher formula, if the least priority group like hydrogen is on horizontal line, it shows that is towards observer. In right configuration, least priority group should be away from the observer. But since hydrogen is on horizontal line, it is towards observer. When least priority group is towards observer, we have to give reverse configuration. For anti-clockwise, actually S should be given, but here R is given. Why? Because least priority group is on horizontal line, that is kept towards observer, right? And on second chiral carbon also, we must get R configuration. To get R configuration, arrange groups. That means arrangement must be like this. R configuration means, so it must be first priority group, that is Cl, right? And this side hydrogen. Check once again, priority is Cl first priority group, and this carbon gets second priority as second atom is Cl. It gets third priority as second atom is hydrogen. So 1, 2, 3 priority groups are arranged in anti-clockwise direction, right? Anti-clockwise direction. For anti-clockwise direction, since hydrogen is on horizontal line, give reverse configuration, that is R. So both have R configuration only. That's the way of converting wedge and dash formula into Fisher formula. In Fisher formula, there is no plane of symmetry and there is no center of symmetry. Why? Because we cannot divide the structure into 2 equal halves. We cannot cut here into 2 equal halves, right? Why? Because Cl here, H here, and H here, Cl here. So there is no plane of symmetry and there is no center of symmetry also. Don't think that hydrogen, Cl can be connected. If you connect them, both lines will not bisect at a common point. Why? Because these groups are exactly not in the same plane. They're out of the plane. Right? So the compound doesn't have plane of symmetry, center of symmetry. Hence, B and C are not the right options. When plane and center are not there, the compound is optically active. So option A is right option. Then to decide option D, whether right or wrong, we have to check the axis of symmetry. To check the axis of symmetry, we have some procedure. Again, I'm taking the same structure to explain procedure of checking axis of symmetry. We are taking same compound again. Fisher formula. On Fisher formula, groups present are methyl, Cl, H, HCl, and methyl. Now take the vertical carbon chain as rotational axis. Rotational axis. By taking carbon chain as rotational axis, rotate the molecule in 180-degree angle along the axis. So rotation in 180-degree angle along the rotational axis. If you rotate an axis, left hand side, right hand side groups are exchanged. Right, exactly, you'll get mirror image. Now see that structure. On 180-degree rotation, left hand side, right hand side groups are exchanged. Configuration is exactly reversed. So on this carbon, Cl left, H right, but here H becomes left, Cl becomes right. On these carbons, H left to Cl right, so they're exchanged like this. And vertically, no change. Methyls are there as it is. Now, next step is reflection of the molecule perpendicularly to the rotational axis. Means on reflection, that means if you put mirror here, it appears here, it appears here. That means top becomes bottom, bottom becomes top. So from the bottom, you have to write configuration. So this group is at the top. Now it becomes second carbon. On that, ClH are present as it is. It will be third carbon. On that also two groups present as it is. Now it will be the bottom carbon. So we'll get this structure after reflection of the molecule perpendicularly to the axis. Now compare first and third structures. Compare first and third. Are they identical? Yes. HCl, HCl, ClH, ClH. So 1 and 3 are identical structure. Therefore, compound 1 has axis of symmetry. 1 and 3 are identical structures. When 1 and 3 are identical, the compound will have axis of symmetry. Therefore, this compound has axis of symmetry. So the right options are A and D.